Yo, how's everyone doing? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We'll be playing the post Dawntrail main scenario quests. We have 7 quests to do today. I did say I was gonna do this. When was it? Last Thursday? Sunday? I don't remember when I said. Point is, as always, I got busy, and then here we are. Listen, good part is we're doing it today. And sorry. And finally, the 50 series, Nvidia's 50 series GPU got announced. They come out the 30th this month. And if you've watched my past streams, every time I have an issue with like FPS or whatever, it's Nvidia, where's the 50 series? And the meme used to be, where's the 5080? But I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna buy a 5090. 5090, and yeah, we should have more power than we can use. The games will look beautiful, and we'll have well, yeah, high FPS, but it really depends on the usage. Because a lot of games I can limit it to 60 with super high quality graphics and a super smooth stream, you know? Although even then, I think letting the GPU run like at 100%, I mean, I don't think it would go to 100%, you know? Like right now, it's at 95, 94. My current 1080 Ti. I wonder how the 5090 is gonna perform compared to this right now. And we're getting 116 FPS. Now imagine this is with a 1080 Ti. Imagine adding a 5090. Its performance is gonna be insane. I'm probably just gonna have to limit the FPS, or not gonna have to limit it. It's probably gonna hit the limit, because my limit already is 270, which, if you know G-Sync and blah blah blah, 267 is the FPS limit. So like, will it hit constant 267 and then still have space? We'll sell this for 111, and then still have like not running at 100% power or 100% usage, sorry, but it's running at 110%. I might even just reduce the power. Who knows? It's always all about it as soon as I get it. Hopefully I'm able to get one on the release date, which is gonna be sculpted to hell if I had to imagine. So who knows? All right. I think I was checking the quest list earlier to see if there were how many dungeons there were. There's only one. Well, that's, usually normal. It is a pleasure to, as always, Atlas. Have you been able to relax lately? Yeah, we have. Okay, yeah, seems we have. Wonderful. As busy as you have been with the Rite of Succession among other things, you deserve an opportunity to experience Tuliyola at a more leisurely pace. Sampling the tacos at Baliaftie is one such way to do so. They're made the traditional way and laden with fillings, and are absolutely sublime. If you have an empty stomach, the owner, Brooke Evo, will look after you. Alright. But I just ate. Now she said tacos and I want to eat tacos. Come on, what does this happen every single time? Also, we should finish 7.1 today. It'll probably be like 3 or 4 hours. Fine. And then like see here, see how everything slows down, like everything's lagging, like even my second monitor, look at my GPU usage. It's, well, it's the same point. Is there are a bunch of other things on screen which lag the hell out of the stream. Like the gameplay itself looks fine, it's just all the other things running on the GPU. The 5090, this, it'll solve it. It's just pure raw power to solve the problems. Let's see if I can maybe... Oh, so, anyway. Well, if it isn't Atlas, alone today are you? Yeah, what can I say? I see. If you have a hankering for tacos, then they're on the house. Consider it a token of gratitude for your help in tracking down those treasures. Go ahead and find a table. I'll bring you your meal as soon as it's ready. Alright, nice. Free tacos. Who am I to say no? As I was saying, we should finish this today. Man, those tacos are good, even if they're... Maybe I'm just hungry. We'll finish this today, and then tomorrow, hopefully, we can start Ghost of Tsushima. And, we'll play that. And I hope it'll give us enough time to finish that game. And then... hopefully Avowed will release soon-ish, because it's like what, a month and 9 more days for Avowed. Well, we got early access, so a month and 4 more days, something like that. 6 more days. You still love tacos, I hope. Huh. You ate so many when you turned 5 you could barely move afterwards. Remember that? No, not really. That was 30 years ago for me. Right. Sorry. It's still strange for me too. Just the other day you were a little boy clinging to your mother's skirt as you set off for Yasulani. And now you're a grown man with a face full of hair. Even so, I knew you were my son the instant I saw you. We're still family and you can always rely on me. Relying. It feels like the only thing I'm doing right now. On you and everyone else. Can't even start a fire without assistance at my new job. Back in Alexandria we had an electrobe. If I needed fire, all I had to do was press a button. Everything was at our fingertips. But here I'm helpless. Culinarian who can't even light the stove. The way the others in the kitchen stared at me, but I never felt so embarrassed. Sorry to hear that. I've been told the tales, but it seems life is really different within the dome. My wife and children. I was thinking I'd join them once. Join them... Okay, I read that completely wrong. I was thinking I'd have them join me once things had settled, but at this rate... I say you send for them. If they're your family, then they're mine too. I'll do whatever's necessary to make it work. Alright. Seems they're settling fine enough. Oh, here she is. I didn't mean to overhear, but it seems you're having trouble readjusting to life in Tuliyola. Wow, Woklaman. To aid folk like yourself, we have established a support group at the Wing of Reflection. There you can learn the skills you need to live outside the dome. But it isn't easy being back, I know. But I'm hopeful they can make things easier. It's exactly what I need. I'll definitely seek this group out and I'll bring my family with me. Thank you. Oh, look who it is. I was just about to go and find the Atlas. You don't mind the company, I hope? I could use a bite to eat myself. No, not at all. Go ahead, get your own tacos. I wonder what the setup is gonna be for the post-Dawntrail quest. And then maybe they'll start setting up 8.0. The tacos here never disappoint. So what have you been up to lately? You know, echoes of Vanadio and all that. Vanadio. I can't fucking say it. I've been exploring throughout with my trusty alpaca. I've been catching up on sleep. I've been working to recover some stolen artifact. I've been making a name for myself at the Arcadian. Yep. We have been doing that. You're fighting in the arena in Alexandria. By facing off against tough opponents, I wager you've honed your skills even further. As for myself, I'm being kept busy with duties at the palace. But whenever I find a moment, I like to walk the streets and talk to the people. That way I can better understand the problems they have and share them with Quana to figure out solutions. I was on one such walk just now, and as I mentioned, I was hoping to find you. Quana and I have something we want to discuss with you, as Dawn servants. Do you have time to come to the palace? Yeah, sure. Great, I'll go on ahead. Please come and join us once you have finished here. Alright. What is the closest? I think we can go up the stairs and then use the aetheryte right there. Yes. I thought it was the other one for a second, but then I was like, no, that makes no sense. Give me just 1 second. I wanna check something out. Master Atlas, it is always an honor. Vagwana has stepped away to attend a pressing matter, but they should join you before long. Yes, let's enter Sun Perch. Oh, everyone's here? Okay, it might actually be important. I was hoping there was gonna be voice acting. Oh, they're all here too? Valguana summoned us, though if truth be told, Alfino and I have been seeing him quite regularly of late. He asked us to share our knowledge of Hanish culture, you see, in hopes of further strengthening your alliance. We were of course happy to oblige him. Kyle and I were likewise summoned. Otherwise, we've been carrying on with our work, compiling information on the Golden City. My grandfather embarked on his investigation 20 years ago. With our report, we shall finish what he started. Lest you wonder, Tancred and Uri and Jay have left to resume their tour of Turo. Of course they have. Kristola, meanwhile, is back to researching crossed rift travel. He was here just a few days ago to get Quana's permission to investigate living memory. By the way, you mentioned wanting to take a look at the key in your keeping at some point. Yeah, sure. Why not? If the look she had in her eyes was any indication, I suggest you brace yourself for when she comes calling. You're like to be struck with her for a while. As for Estinian, we know neither where he is nor what he is doing. Some things never change. Yeah, Estinian just comes and goes at his own pace. Ah, there he is. My apologies for the delay. Think nothing of it. We took advantage of the time to catch up. So, what can we do for you? Hopefully present company is enough for whatever it is you need. Give me 1 second. The matter for which I have summoned you pertains to Alexandria. A state funeral will soon be held in Solution 9 to mourn the passing of Queen Sphene. King Gululja and his administration have invited us to attend. While certain issues remain unresolved within our nations, such as the treatment of Yasulani, see no reason not to attend. For generations, the Alexandrians lived without even the awareness of death. I wouldn't have expected them to have funeral rites still. Apparently, the members of Oblivion unearthed records of ceremonies that were conducted in the Alexandria of old. It was they who put forth the proposal that the Queen be thus honored. Leave it to that lot to think of such things. The people of Alexandria no longer forget the departed. They're being confronted with the idea of death for the first time. Suspect their friends wanted to do something for them. Though Sphene was but a simulacrum, she was nonetheless a pillar for her people. The pain of her passing must run deep. Indeed, a funeral will give Alexandrians the chance to come together to express their grief, that they might overcome it. I wasn't sure at first, but I've decided to go. Not only to be there for Gululja, but to put this chapter behind us. That I require your presence was none other than to see if you wish to attend the funeral. You knew Finn as well, after all. Yeah, I mean, sure, we'll go. If we are invited, why not? That would be. I think I should go. That's it. There's nothing else to say. Because you consider yourself responsible for her demise, I take it. But that's not a burden you bear alone. Here's my idea. As a vow, I'll attend the funeral as a representative of Tuli Yolal. Meanwhile, you can go in a personal capacity and watch over the people as they mourn. Sure, I guess that works. Here the rest of us should go too. Regardless of the reason, the fact remains that we deprived Alexandria of a beloved ruler. It's only right that we remember who Sphene was, to her people and to others, so let us stand with you. Then it is decided. Let's head to Solution 9 and look for Gululja in the back room. Crossroads. You can see it. It says it. Give me 1 second. There. Crossroads. Yeah, see, like here it says 95, 94 soon into the game, but if I check the task manager, it's at 99% all the time. I wonder if maybe that has something to do with the. It makes no sense. Maybe what's CPU? I don't know. With the internet problems, quote unquote internet problems, more like ISP problem I've been having. And maybe it's just so much power is the GPU. No, the GPU is just video. If it was CPU, maybe that it's like not able to give internet or something. But I don't know. I don't think that makes sense. But we'll see. How do you enter this place again? We'll see when I get the 5090 if it still happens. Oh my god, I went the other way. Run, auto run. There we go. There we go. Backroom dormant. What does this quest unlock? Just 2 materia? Alright. You head into the back rooms? Yes. Here's a little Gululja. Ah, you came for the funeral. Of course, I'm the only one who will officially take part, though. The others will watch over the proceedings. So, how have you been? It's been a while since my last visit. I'm good. Shell is always teaching me new things. Recently, I've learned about Everkeep systems and the mechanical soldiers. It's knowledge I'll need to use my authority properly. It's knowledge I'll need to use my authority properly. Curious as always, I see. By way of a treat, I brought you Gateo au chocolate. It's a kind of cake. I think you'll like it. Thank you, Lamati. And thank you for coming. I've never been to a funeral before, so so I feel less nervous having you here. Out of curiosity, what's the custom in Alexandria? In our world, it's common to offer flowers to the departed. It's much the same here according to the records. Flowers will be distributed to all attendees. Considering that all the worlds used to be one, the practice of offering flowers may well share the same ancient origin. Fascinating, what do you say? That makes sense, Cryo. We'll take the gold, as always. The flowers are being handed out at Praxis Park. I'm thinking of heading over there now. We'll join you. There's a man I would like to speak with. Gosan. Gosan? Huh. He was apparently Sven's aide and the one who sent us the invitation. Come on, let's go. Yeah, now it's the game of, are they gonna play fair or are we gonna have like a civil war kind of situation? Night World silver piece. How much is this worth? 500? I was gonna say, why don't they just give us Alagan, but it makes no sense story-wise. They probably just give them the name. So it makes sense story-wise that you're getting paid with another kind of silver instead of just Alagan. Where is it exactly that we have to go? Okay, let's just use the Ethernet. It was up here. Where are... Here they are. There's a GPU looking tower for the Arcadian. Why, you are Valbo Clamad of Tuliyolal. Thanks for extending us an invitation to Queen Sven's funeral. We are honored, truly. I had seen you before from a distance, but never had the pleasure. I am Gosan, former chief aide to the Queen. Since her passing, I have been responsible for administering affairs of state. Alright. Can we get our flowers here? Yes, your majesty. The flowers are being handed out at the counter yonder, alongside the regulators. What? We need to wear regulators for the funeral? Rest assured, they are not a requirement. We are aware your people do not use them. You see, people in Alexandria of old wore tokens of mourning upon their person when attending funerals. As such tokens were black, it was suggested that we might wear regulators painted the same color. We've been able to produce enough for everyone, but we're distributing them as we are able. I see. Yet, regulator or no, the important thing is that we remember Queen Sven. Remember her and her kindness as you make an offering of your flower. I will. The proceedings will soon begin in this plaza. Please, take your place when you have your flower. Is that like everyone in Alexandria? Maybe. Not a lot of people for a whole land though.
Although we are gathered here for the same reason, we hail from different lands.
Here we go, finally some voice acting, so that I don't have to butcher what they say with my awful Eorzean reading.
Some were born and raised in the Alexandria of old, while others came to us from Tuliolal. It was from this union of diverse peoples that a new Alexandria was born. The only home that our younger generation knows. How did we overcome the barriers between us? What moved us to join hands in common purpose beneath crackling skies? You know the answer. We survived. We thrived because Queen Sphene brought us together. Inspired and encouraged by her boundless kindness, we strove to be better, for ourselves as well as those around us. And in Her Majesty's absence, there is a sadness beyond words. Yet we must. We will remember her. Remember all the good that she has done for us. So let us pray, as the people of the Old Kingdom once did, for the peaceful repose of the departed. And let us keep our beloved Queen forever in our hearts, that her memory might guide us unto the morrow. Would that I could find solace in my own words.
I was gonna say, does this person have no flower? All right. So far, so good.
Was Queen Sphene taken to the cloud?
No.
She must have been. To still remember her is strange, isn't it, darling?
I miss her. She would always cheer me up when I was down. But even though I remember her, I'll never see her again. That doesn't make sense.
It makes perfect sense, but I guess growing up where he has, it doesn't.
It seems Seems that's what it means to die, I'm afraid.
But what will happen to us? Are we just going to be sad forever?
No, you'll get over it.
What will happen indeed? Everything that we have, we owe to Queen Sphene. How are we to go on without her?
With your new king?
I remember Her Majesty so clearly. If only I didn't, I might feel better about the future of our realm.
Perhaps we should also consider moving to Tuliolo. The journey won't be easy, but it'd be better than staying here in uncertainty.
In times like these, I take comfort in the beliefs of a Turali people called the Yokui. To them, death isn't the end. So long as we're remembered, we never truly die. It could be the same for Queen Sphene, you know? If you keep her alive in your hearts, she'll always be with you.
But we still won't be able to see her, right? I don't want to think about that. I wish I could just forget instead of having to feel like this.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to impose. Please, mourn your queen however you see fit. As expected, they struggle to come to terms with their loss. I hope they can find a way to move forward.
It's not only grief that weighs on them, but worry for the future. Bereft of their queen, how will they proceed?
True. But with that at least, we're not powerless to help. What is it, Guloja?
I was wondering, is it better to remember or forget someone when they're dead?
What even is that question? Obviously, it's better to remember.
I remember my father, and every time I think of him, it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same with Queen Sphene. Knowing that she's gone makes me feel sad.
That's normal.
But it's different with my mother. I never knew her, so I don't feel as bad. I want to remember my father, but maybe I'd be better off forgetting him.
I don't think so either.
Guloja.
Why don't we continue this somewhere else?
Alright, what's happening over here? Oh, no, just the people still in the proceedings. I thought maybe that guy was gonna, like, turn against us or something. The one that was giving the speech, or who knows. Wonder what the main quote-unquote problem's gonna be. Hey Gululja, do you really know nothing at all about your mother? Also, yeah, who is this guy's mother? Or was he like made in a lab? Theo researched the system for information on residents, but the only Mamulja she found listed were my father and me. Even if she died and was erased from people's memories, she should have been there, but she wasn't. Well, that you're here means she was here too, inside the dome. There can't be any other way around it. Do you want to know your mother? That's a better question, I think. I think so. Even if it makes me feel sad, I want to know her. So I want to try looking again, even if I don't find anything this time. And if I don't find anything this time, I'll give up. I see. Well, if that's what you want. Oh, so it's 7.1 gonna be looking for his mother? Then I'll help you. Cause that, yeah, interesting. I like to help as well, and I believe I speak for the others too. I think we're all on board. But I can't bother you with this. You already came for the funeral. We came here not only for the funeral, but to see whether all was well in Alexandria. We're not about to leave just yet. Besides, in seeking to learn about your mother, we're bound to learn about your father as well. By retracing the steps of this man who kept his own counsel, we may gain knowledge that can serve the people of Alexandria. Alright, thank you everyone. Alright, 2 out of 7 quests done. They've been pretty quick. It's only been 45 minutes. Assuming neither memory nor record of Gululja's mother remain, we must cast aside as wide a net as possible. I suggest we split into groups. Atlas, if you could make inquiries outside in the outskirts, the rest of us will do the same in Solution 9. Okay, might as well. Gather information in the outskirts, okay? That's the first place we found, right? No, first place is this one. Outskirts is... might be the first place. Oh, the first place is the Sulani station. Okay, no, yeah, this is the first town we visited, I believe. Why's that guy dressed like Estinian? Sorry, but I've never heard of a Mamulja woman living in these parts, much less one connected to Surulja. Surulja, sorry. You might have better luck talking to people over at Tonawautan. At a Tonawautan settlement to the north of Everkeep in a place called... oh my god. Uweyawata. The resident's son won their loyalty when he saved them from some crisis or another, or so the story goes. If I remember correctly, their chief's name was Kaniloka. Alright. We have work to look for. Also, I said I was gonna do this on stream, but I did it off stream. As you can see, we have all the ether currents. I did spend time on this so that questing on the post Dawntrail patches would be easier. So, you know, we can just fly around instead of having to run till we find whoever it is that we need to find. Okay, come on, where's the next? What shouldn't be on some obvious place that I looked at but completely missed? Not you. No one here. Mamulja woman. Their people have never been a common sight around here. Why, the last time I saw one would have been before the dome came down over our heads. He was among an entourage of Lance Guard that was dispatched here. I assume they all returned to Tuliyolal after their mission. But if any remained, I suppose they could have been trapped in here with the rest of us. Okay, that's a small clue. A clue nonetheless. Here we go. You're looking for a Mamulja woman? Oh, Golulja's mother. I can't help you there, I'm afraid. I only know a little about Suralja, and then only what my father told me. He said that before the dome cut us off from the outside world, a Tural Vidral had appeared and was terrorizing the region. In response, Suralja assembled a party of warriors and with them confronted the felled beast. It was interesting to hear of the king's feat in the past. Really? Oh, back to the back rooms. Couldn't we have just met somewhere else? It's fine, I guess. It's fine. No. No back rooms or neon, whatever. Neon, what? Neonstein. Oh my god, it's not this room again. Which one is it? Okay, okay. No, it is over here, okay. I almost went straight. Yes, let me into the back rooms. Golulja has told me all. We've previously tried to track down records of his mother, but came up empty-handed. With everyone's help, hopefully we can get somewhere this time. Here are 3 clues that we found. So you spoke with quite a few different people as well. Let's combine all our findings and see what conclusions we might draw. Okay, okay. So, Suralja brought a retinue of Lance Guard to Yasulani, among whom was a female Mamulja. Its mission was to rid the region of a Tural Vidral. I believe it's safe to say that it was the crisis in Uwayawata he resolved. If some of his troops stuck around for a time, perhaps to assist the villagers with recovery efforts, then they could have indeed gotten trapped in the dome. We also heard stories about the settlement in Uwayawata. People lived there until nearly a decade ago, and Suralja made regular visits. If he required secrecy, a location home to his most loyal followers would be ideal. And if this Mamulja woman had remained there, they would have had occasion to come in contact. Yeah, are we gonna go investigate the village? Because that seems like the logical next step. I see. Well, what could Suralja have been doing in that village? Cryo? I think we can answer that question. In order to retrace Suralja's steps, Raha and I spoke with a researcher who worked at Origenics. He said that approximately 20 years ago, a number of his colleagues were transferred to a research facility outside Everkeep, per the king's direct order. This is the first I've heard of such a facility. Only Vanguard was believed to have been under the king's jurisdiction. It was apparently being used to develop a new kind of weapon, but I'm afraid that was all we could learn. Let me guess. It went wrong. It's plenty to go on, even if the work there was classified. Any materials and equipment needed would have been manufactured within Everkeep. So if we look into transportation records, did you find something? There it is. The routes are full of detours and attempts at obfuscation, but large deliveries were being made to Ueyawata, far too large for a mere village. There hasn't been any activity in years, though it's likely the facility has been decommissioned. Do you think that's where my mother was? Probably. We can't say for certain yet, but I reckon there's a good chance. This is amazing. Even though no one remembers her, you managed to figure out all of this out. Each piece of the puzzle may reveal little on its own, but when we put several together, a picture begins to form. And even should memories fade, footprints remain to mark the path of those who walked before. A lesson I learned in another life. So we'll be investigating the secret facility in Ueyawata then. And this time, I want you to come along, Gululja. I mean, of course, we're searching for his mother after all. Ueyawata is on the other side of the lake. To get there, you'll need to take a hover cargo from the Drift Downs. Alright, thank you, Shale. You know, I could just fly my way over there. Sure. Outskirts seems like the closest place we can teleport to. This way. We've gotten our dude or chocobo 2 times in a row. You see what I mean? That it makes things so much easier just to be able to fly. Just fly over instead of having to find the exit and then running around. So, the hover cargo will take us across the lake. Never been over there before. It's still inside the dome, so I don't expect it'll be too different from here. We'll likely encounter dangerous beasts, so the rest of us will go first. You follow when it's safe to do so, alright? Alright, be careful everyone. I'm gonna guess this is the... Yep, there we go. This is the first dungeon. We'll join the duty finder and I will be right back. I will leave it joined, however. Too far away, come on. Other players. Yep, just the feed station. Okay. I'll be right back. Hopefully it doesn't pop too quickly. Alright, so the duty finder wasn't as quick as I was hoping. I usually just hope it pops. So I have to run back and accept. And this other person should be joining as well. So at least we should get another person in the party, maybe? Less than 5 minutes? Okay. There we go, nice. Let's see if this person is with us or if they got put on another group. It was a blue cat. Alright. New area, nice. It's full of beasts that have been filled with electrope. Nope, that person is on another group. Brother must have come here for a reason. Yes, he was making a weapon, and I'm gonna assume the weapon is just all of these beasts. No, misclick. Not what I wanted to press. Whatever. We should be good on the rotation department. It shouldn't be too difficult. I don't think it's worth using our mana font. They're all basically dead anyway. Dungeons in quite a while. I'll go plunder them, you know, why not? No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to cast High Fire. But whatever. Of these is more in the center. I think this one. Okay, first boss in the dungeon. Let's not die. Okay, I need a better view of things. Here we go. Also, pay attention to what the beast is doing and what the text says. We don't want to get caught in bullshit and where the people are moving. Okay, fair enough. Let's move back here. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, we survived. Hit the electro. That's my guess. not stay on the center because I think he's gonna under the whole center of the stage. Maybe? No, maybe it's just everyone gets hit. Go all the way over to this corner if I had to guess. We finally got the flare star and he was already dead. Come on, okay, at least we did good. We didn't die. Okay, just healing. What kind of research did they do here? I am gonna guess they made those beasts and they were researching how to make you know, like puro vidral, right? Do I have that correct? Yeah, see, they have the beasts in this tanks. That's probably what happened. Maybe he even unleashed the beast to gain the support of the people. Okay, second boss. What even is this? Overseer? Surrender your soul to King Kurad. Brother, someone gonna give him the news that he's dead? Come on. No, I was gonna say if we mana ward, we should be fine. No, we're not gonna be fine. We lost our rotation, but whatever. What? Oh. No, don't. There. Okay, nice. We lost our player star. We never got the player star, but we were close. Are you gonna do the same thing again? Did we not? Oh. He must have missed doing this. Hope they can get the third. Nice. Third fire 4 off. Just 2 more. We should be able to flare star him. But again, they killed him again right before. I mean, it's fine. It's just I don't know why I really like getting this attack off. Well, I know why. Because it's the end of my combo. I forgot to Umbral Soul. Whatever. There. That's the one we want to have targeted. So we can hit every single enemy. Might as well use our triple cast. Why not? It'll probably recharge by the time we reach the next boss. Let's not forget. There we go. Yeah, I know what's wrong. That he summoned or he made a Robbie drop. I know I used Swift Cast, but whatever. We really don't need such perfect rotation when it's just little enemies like this. But we do need to get accustomed to our new rotation when we are fighting bosses. That one is important. I'll keep our Xenoglossy. Or whenever we fight the next batch, or we find the boss right away. Here we go. It's gonna be some awful beast he made. Alright, is that... It looks so small. It looks like a little hamster. Okay, maybe just because it was... Oh, it's a rabbit. Maybe just because it was all in the air. Looney Piatti. Alright, if that's what you want to call it. We got some fending earrings. We needed casting, but whatever. Alright, I'm ready. Damn it. Gotta pay more attention to when people move, man. Come on. Okay, we got lucky there. Stand outside, yeah, and then inside. Okay. Dude, being a black mage on like first time battles is so difficult. Okay, good thing we didn't follow. Can we finally get a flare star off? I'm casting. Fuck you. Nice. Oh, teleport. Or, yeah, teleport. Ouch, ouch, I'm dead. Oh, I wasn't expecting that attack. That's what I get for concentrating more on my rotation than on whatever the heck is actually happening. We'll get him though. We're not gonna wipe. I might just be able to get a second flare star on him. Come on. Get flare starred, idiot. Okay, and then yep, we gotta run. Okay, Raging Claw is that attack that we gotta hide behind. Should be good, right? Yes. Nice. We did pretty good overall. We died once, stupidly, but we did pretty good. Well, I say we. I died. Dude, can you imagine how the rotations are gonna get for 8.0? Here, get your commendation, and I will greed on the loot in case you need it. We got it? Nice. Oh, look, we got a commendation as well.
For all the talk of my brother felling this beast, he only imprisoned it, like Valley Armanda.
You expected any less of Suralja?
From what I could tell, they sought to transfer people's souls and memories into bestial vessels at that facility.
Mm-hmm.
The Tural Vidral explains the need for a remote location. It was doubtless their prime subject. Though I expect Suralja did not foresee the opportunities it presented when he imprisoned the creature.
Also, is it That it's still alive. Very clearly still alive. I was gonna say, I think it was breathing. Oh, here we go. We got an echo. Wait, is it possible that that beast is actually someone, maybe?
And so, in order to prevent the breakdown of the individual, I instead seek to transfer their soul into the body of the beast.
Okay, I remember this name. Kaniloka was the name they told us was the person that was like the village elder over here.
This would allow one to wield the power of a Tural Vitral.
Yeah, I told you. That's what he was seeking.
In theory, our initial experiments will involve lesser creatures. But in time, I am confident we will be able to bring even the mightiest under our control.
And what becomes of those who offer their souls?
As they won't be able to return to their original forms, we must consider them lost. But the sacrifice will be worthwhile, for the army you stand to gain will far surpass any composed of mechanical soldiers.
Alright, so we kill this dude when we find him, right? Just as we did with Suralja.
Very well. Recruit volunteers and begin at once.
I'm sure they got volunteers.
Thank you, Your
Quote-unquote
Majesty.
volunteers.
I shall return to the observatory and see to the necessary preparations.
Is that Gululja's mother, maybe? Okay, first time we see her on screen. I'm gonna guess.
You've given him permission.
Teshalja, you will assist Kaniloka.
That's her name?
As one of the Landsguard's finest chirurgeons, your knowledge may be of use in his experiments. You will also watch him closely. In what you learn, you will report to me. You object to his project? Or are you incapable of performing this duty?
I'm gonna guess the first part.
No, Your Majesty. Whether we shelter within the dome or expand beyond it, we require great power. But with no one to rely upon, we must take that power for ourselves, even if the means are questionable. I will
Well,
do as you command.
It was all for nothing, because we still killed him at the end.
But if Kaniloka's work bears fruit, I wish to beg a boon.
What do you desire?
Something that I had accepted I would never have in Tuliyollal. That I believed would forever be beyond me. That it was foolish to covet. But here and now, it is close. So very, very close.
Okay, I think I get the idea. She wanted a child? Is that it?
Perform your duty to my satisfaction, and anything you desire is yours. That which I seek does not lie within this dome. Here, I cannot prove the miracle. But if what you seek is at hand, then you may claim it, for it has no value to me.
Classic Surulja, being stupid and short-sighted. Okay, now
you
it
alright?
died. I'm fine, yeah.
Teishelja. Could she be my mother?
If I had to guess, yeah. But who knows? We'll have to search
Like the
Kululja.
people in the outskirts said, few Mamulja lived in the Yasulani. I can't imagine many other Ubigo women were trapped in the dome. That being the case, she could well be the one.
Yeah, we're not sure though. Don't give the boy hope yet.
This observatory Kanaloka returned to, could it not be part of the research facility? We might learn something about Teishelja there.
That's where we're going next then.
Also, huge ass hole in the ground. The Tura Bonnie left. Okay, 3 out of 7 quests done. Huh. It's barely been an hour. Well, it's been like an hour and a half. And we've already done almost half of today's quest. Well, yeah, basically half. Wish I could see into the past like you. Then I could see people who are gone. Because there aren't any other Mamulja women here. For a long time, I couldn't even imagine what my mother looked like. Well, I didn't think she was gonna be human, Gululja. But when I visited Tuliyolal and saw someone, I was finally able... Okay, now I understand what he means. I was finally able to picture her in my mind. And one day, I hope I can see what she actually looked like as well. Spell speed. You may now enter with NPCs. Yes, I'm not interested. I like doing things with other people, not with NPCs. Well, we've discerned the purpose of the research conducted here. The traces of it that remain might afford us greater insight into what came of it. Let us take a look around for information as well as a way to the upper level. I think there's only one dungeon in this hatch. So the rest of the quests are probably just gonna be a normal quest. We might get one of those, if I had to guess, one of those, what do you call it? Like solo duties? Maybe, who knows? They're pretty fun. They rarely happen though. Alfino, what are you looking at? The door is clearly closed. Okay. See, Alice, I found the way right away. A lift can be seen behind the wrought iron gate. As sturdy as it appears, the gate will likely resist attempts to force it open. A security panel is nearby. Perhaps a verification key will open the way. Dude, I'm sure we could fire for the thing and open it. Alright, let's look for the key. Where could the key be? If I had to guess, it's gonna be on this circle instead of this one. Because I went here first. Only for that reason. Test subject's journal. Let's say anything that might help us find the key. The recruiting volunteers for a new experiment. I know I'm not as bright as the others, but they wouldn't laugh at me if I was stronger than them. This might be my chance. So, transferred a few days ago. I can write good. Yes, I am good, very good. Getting hard to control strength. Today by a bit of handle feeder cannot help it so strong. Hungry, always hungry, cannot blah blah blah. Yeah, yes. You get it, he went crazy. Maybe in the cabinet? Or maybe we actually picked the correct circle to go in. Supplies for the staff are neatly arranged within the cabinet. Among the various items is a manual outlining regulations and tranquilizing gas to be used in emergencies. You dig deeper and find the verification key. Perhaps it can be used to open the iron gate. Nice. Okay, we got lucky. We got lucky. Let's go open the gate, go to the second floor. You found the key? Great, I'll call the others. Nice, it worked. By the state of the place, I'm gonna guess that upstairs has a lot more enemies. It seems the key can be used to operate the lift as well. Up we go. Yeah. Yeah, it seems the facility was abandoned for some reason or another. Maybe even before we killed Suralja. So this is the observatory. I didn't expect it to be similar, but this is a far cry from the temple that held Valigarmanda. All the machinery appears to still be in operation. I expect there are auxiliary systems in place to ensure that monitoring can continue even in emergencies. Brother, all the screens are red. I wouldn't assume that they are working. Whatever. The warning indicates various anomalies related to the seal's failure. Most likely, for a blessing, we managed to kill the beast before it could cause harm. Yeah, see? Unless there is another beast. Maybe not this patch, we'll see. Right then, let's see if we can find some clues about Gululja's mother. I think I can use this terminal. Theo taught me how. I was gonna say it's just a computer, but yeah, we don't know what computers are in this world. This is the first advanced society or whatever. There's so much data. I don't know what we should look at. Perhaps we can narrow down the search by inputting the name Tishalja. Look at his little hands using the computer. I brought up a lot of results. They all seem to say the same thing, which is Tishalja, Administrator of Experimental Treatments, Research Logs. This sounds good, doesn't it? Yeah, I guess. Chances are the data is encrypted, and even if not, it will take considerable time to go through it all. Then let us take it with us to the back rooms and have Shale analyze it. Agreed. Alright, I'll transfer it to this storage device I brought. Huh, they even have little USBs. Or whatever the equivalent is in Alexandria. There, it's finished. Thank you so much for bringing me all the way here, everyone. If you're happy, then so am I. Besides, I was able to learn about my brother as well. It was a fruitful adventure for both of us. Hey, and it was fun. We got to kill a big monster. Which is like 99% of the things we are... Like 99% of the reason we do most things in this game. And here we are. The authorities will doubtless wish to be informed about the facility and its contents. But first thing first, let us deliver the data to Shale. I'm gonna guess they're gonna make me teleport, aren't they? Yep. Dude, also, the little snake we carry with us, it's so cute. I'm so happy we got it as a minion in the Heaven's Turn event. Look at it, and the orange it has. I'm gonna guess we're gonna keep that minion for quite a while. Or this minion, I should say. It's supposed to be a lucky snake too. So hopefully some of its luck will work in our favor and we'll get good drops in dungeons and raids. Even though we didn't get a single one. We did get our... wait, let me do this before. Our materia meter on the inventory pool. We can sell this for quite a bit of gil, probably. Okay, this one not full either. Nice. What levels? 12, 11, 12, 11, 12. 12 and 11, okay. I'll list them either tomorrow or before we log off. Log off after we finish. Bro, we only have 3 more quests. Welcome back. Glulja has already given me the storage device. There seems to be a wealth of data, all of which is encrypted, so I'll need time to process everything. In that case, Alice and I might take ourselves around the city and check on the people. Aye, their mood has us a bit worried. I don't know if there's anything we can do to help, but we'll see. Understood. I'll let you know as soon as I finish my work. Thank you. We'll see you again soon. Okay, I'm gonna guess someone else is gonna have a quest for us. Yep. Alright, Geode, what do you need? Alice isn't wrong. The mood out there is still grim. Some of the Turali remember a time before they were dependent on the soul system. But even they are unsettled and wondering aloud if they'll have the chance to reunite with old friends and family before they pass on. With good reason too. The journey home won't be an easy one for those who've grown old. That's why it's mostly been younger folk who've been leaving Tural, ones with no elders to care for. Word of that problem has reached us in Tuliyolal. My brother is doing all he can to see the Sac-Tural Railroad restored to operation, so that people may come and go freely. Unfortunately, the tracks only go as far as Vanguard, so some traveling by foot will still be necessary. I mean, you can always build more tracks. Even so, the railroad makes things a sight easier. How long before it's back in service? I couldn't say. When I left for this visit, Juana seemed reluctant to make promises. But while she was working on the data, we could go and see the state of it for ourselves. Might as well. To Shaloni Station then. I'll make sure to keep Juan informed. I believe, let me check. We have this quest and 2 more. Yeah, so when I said 3, I was right. It'll still take some time. If I had to guess, maybe like another hour. Depends how long the quests are, and if we get another dungeon or anything. Where are they? I'm gonna guess they're in the city itself. Now that I come back to this area. I don't think if I talked about Red Dead Redemption, the original, the first game being ported to PC. Oh, they're in this building to the left. But I really want to play both of those on stream. I played them already. Played the first one when it was originally released and the second one when it released on PC. But I think it would be very fun to play them on stream. Especially Red Dead Redemption 2. Whenever I get the 5090, because I can max out the graphics on that game and it'll look beautiful. Like that game to this day, how old is that game? That game's like probably 5 years old. Let me check. Release date. So 6. It released October 26, 2018. So 6 years. 6 going on 7. More 6 than 7. So the graphics still hold up like beautifully. And with a 5090 being able to max the graphics out, it's probably gonna be insane. Vow of Resolve, an Atlas Bloodfire to boot. What can I do for you? We're hoping for some good news about the railroad. There's an increasing number of people looking to return to Tyrell that can't make the journey on foot. I see. As it happens, the Vow of Reason is also on his way here to take stock of the situation. There he is. Scratch the on his way. Oh, and forgot his name. Ernville. Did a little Bon finally outgrow his old clothes? I'm not gonna tease him. Looking good at Ernville. As the guild ship has officially approved my transition from gleaner to independent contractor, I was in need of a more befitting attire. You hear about the railroad too? It was in part for my sake that the original Dawn Blazer was sacrificed, so I felt it only right that I assist with its replacement. Speaking of which, Sumblamati has explained the growing urgency of the need. What have you to report? The new locomotive was on track for completion, but we're having difficulty pulling her into the station, in a manner of speaking. You see, when we used the Dawn Blazer to get into the dome, urgency outweighed all other considerations. But now we're back to our original problem: how to run the railroad without upsetting the inhabitants of... God, the names. Mewaetosan? That is the Ronik. Though the Hetzarro that followed them were none too pleased about their Hetzo being spooked by the noise of the locomotive either. The solution I've devised to quieten the railroad should address that complaint. But a silent train presents a different danger. The Ronik will need to be deterred from wandering across the tracks. I suppose we can't just blow the whistle at them, or they'll panic and be put off their grazing again. Weren't the railroads plotted to avoid the Ronik's preferred grazing areas though? It's odd that they're getting so close in the first place. The Ronik's grazing patterns have shifted since the tracks were laid. I am not certain why, but I intend to ask the people of Mewaetosan for their insight. As a major proponent of the railroad, I have a duty to assist in this matter, and I too would hear what the Hetzarro have to say about it. They are the ones most affected after all. I believe it would be best to begin by consulting their leader, Wato. The rest of you can accompany us to Hetzarro encampment if you like. To the Hetzarro encampment if you like. Yeah, sure. Might as well make our way over there. Let's just teleport. I was gonna say we could fly since we unlocked that recently, but teleporting is even faster. And then we can fly from here to wherever it is we need to go. Vow of Resolved, Vow of Reason. I bid you welcome to our camp, but what brings you all the way to... Oh my god. Can't you just say like our village or something? You gotta say the long ass, complicated to pronounce name. I gotta read it like 2 or 3 times every single time to remember how it's said. That is if I am getting it correctly. Mewaetosan. I thank you for seeing us. Our visit concerns the matter of the Saktura Railroad. Yeah, explain it to them, Kuana. You two have noted the Ronik's unexpected change in behavior then. My son, Shepero, has been looking into the matter. Shepero? Normally, we'd expect the Ronick to keep to their favorite grounds nearby for a while yet. And despite a thorough search, we haven't found anything wrong with the quantity or quality of the grazing in... Really? Piari Yoanan. Yeah, that seems right. And Yawatanane. Yet they refuse to keep to where they usually would, instead pushing westwards toward your railroad. I certainly see no cause for this unseasonal migration. Nevertheless, should they continue to move west, we will follow. As any true Hetzarro would, I suppose. As you may have surmised, I am of Hetzarro descent. My parents traveled with the Ronick as well, though I myself have no memory of the experience. Yeah, because it's so hard to tell, Koana. So hard. The cat ears in your head totally do not give you away. I was left behind as a babe, you see, during such migration. One of many sacrifices necessary by a nomadic lifestyle, I am forced to assume. A chance encounter with a kind Pelu merchant was the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me, he taught me his trade that I might fend for myself. I became a storekeeper in Tuliola's market, and that is where the Dawn servant found and adopted me. I had already been in the palace sometime when Lamati came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parents, knew the pain of solitude, and wanted to spare her that suffering. Well, it goes beyond that. She wasn't left behind or cast aside. As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her. And let me guess, Suruja was just an ass, like always. Truly, I have never heard of the Ronick choosing a path so arduous as to force such a terrible decision, nor of any Hetzarro willingly leaving their own flesh and blood behind. There must have been some exceptional circumstance. I cannot say. The idea of following their footsteps that I might better make excuses for their actions never such appealed me. Even if it might help you understand the Ronick's current behavior. It is so often the case, you are correct. Though my discomfort with the Hetzarro way may arise from fear of reopening old wounds rather than blind fervor for innovation, it would nonetheless see me repeat past mistakes. And to refuse to learn of one of our country's treasured traditions would make me a poor... Oh my god, I can't read. A poor Dawn servant indeed. Please, teach me of the Ronick and what they mean to you. Promise to listen with an open mind. We would be delighted. In the meantime, your companions are welcome to look around. Will you learn of Hetzarro culture with me? I should like to approach this with the fervent curiosity that you and my sister share, but it would be useful to know whether I am doing it correctly. Sure, we'll accompany you, why not? Then it's settled. You'll learn more of the Ronick and we'll have a look around the plains, and perhaps in the process we'll find the answers we seek. Alright, where do we go, Shepero? The quickest way to learn about our life is to do as we do. I hope you're not above manual labor. No, not at all. I am not the most experienced, I'm ashamed to admit it, but I shall put forth every effort. That's all we ask. Take these tools. Now, introduce yourself to anyone who looks busy and ask if you can help. What is the... Of course, he's bored as hell. And he's waiting on the party finder. Or or duty finder, I should say. Now introduce yourself to anyone who looks busy and ask if you can help. They'll be happy to teach you what to do in exchange for another pair of hands to do it. Alright, fair enough. Let us meet back here later to share what we've learned. Let's start from left to right. How far away? Okay, here we go. You're learning about the Hetsara way of life, are you? I may have a thing or two to share, but rather than talking your ear off, let me test your powers of deduction. I find answers much easier to recall later if I arrive to them myself. Our Hetso provide us with something that we can use in medicines. Poultices and soap to drive away pests and to sustain fires. What is it? Bones, hooves, or hooves, bones? Is it dung again? Meat and organ meat? Huh. I don't know, they all seem like plausible answers. Is it? But I don't think they kill the whole thing to do it. Hooves, it might be hooves, because, you know, hooves are like nails, so they keep growing. Both horns and hooves, and horns, of course. Both horns and hooves have cores of bone, and we use all of these materials, albeit primarily in tent poles, instruments, and the like. It's not quite the answer I was looking for. To remind you, this material is used for medicine, poultices, and soap to drive away pests and other evils, to sustain fire, and to flavor food. Have another guess. Okay, so it's not dung, so meat and organ meat? Oh my, it's a dung. Alas, not quite. Meat and organs can be made into delicious fare, and our neighbors are often glad to trade for them. They do have certain medicinal uses as well, but they aren't fit for all the purposes mentioned in my question. I'll have another guess. Is it dung again? It sounds like there's a story there, but that is indeed the correct answer. You've discovered... How is that... How do you add that to food, sorry, and medicine? It sounds like there's a story there. That is indeed the correct answer. We've discovered myriad uses for runic ships over time. That's one way to call it, ships. Each a boon to our way of life. Where there is a need, our heads though always provide. Okay. Whatever. Not judging. This won't do. The wind will go right through it, and me without my needle and sinew. Here we go. I have a one of those. Oh, these are precisely what I needed. I should be able to patch up the covering now. Given how often we pack up and reassemble our tents, they're bound to get the occasional tear. Fortunately, the runic hide they're made of is durable enough that we generally needn't worry. Okay. I'm afraid I'm finished with my task for the time being. Since you're oh my god. But since you're so eager to learn about our way of life, why don't I tell you a bit about our migration customs? If you're here, you likely already know that the runic are our hetso, our guides, that we travel with through the turning of the season. We trust them to lead us to fertile land with all we need to survive. But you may not know that sometimes the herd splits into two, bound for different paths. On these occasions, we Hetsara must also part with half of our number. You may think it's a strange and stressful custom, but over the years, it has seen us visit new lands and broaden our horizons as a people. This too is the wisdom of the Hetso. There's finally one all the way over here. all the way here. You're here to help? Well then, why don't I show you how to care for our runic code? Go ahead and run your fingers through it gently now. As you stroke the runic code, you know that many portions are shaggy and tangled. This one's fur is a bit overgrown, but a good brushing should thin it out. Do you like to give it a try? You'll need the right tool for the job, mind you. A comb of the type you're used to would just get lost in the tangle, like a knot. Yeah, we have one right here. Ah, Shepero sent a runic brush with you, did he? How like him. Now just run it through one little patch at a time, gently. There, a lot better. You dutifully brush the runic until your arms grow weary from the prolonged battle with its coat. It appears much tidier now, though the same cannot be said for your clothes, which have acquired a new coat of their own. Well done. With less excess fur, our friend here will be more comfortable in the afternoon heat and less susceptible to illness. A combed coat also makes it easier for us to identify injuries should the need arise. We've learned quite a bit of the runic. Let's see what have the others done. That is, if they are back. You smell of the grass and the wind, which is a good thing, I promise. Which is a good thing, I promise. You could nearly be mistaken for one of us, or at least an adventurous Tonawauta. I have to wonder how Valkwan is getting on. I assumed he would be reluctant to get his hands dirty, but it seems his wish to understand us was sincere. Of course it was. Ah, there he is now. Apologies for my tardiness. I was tasked with grazing the runic and ended up rather far afield. I found myself wandering hither and thither at my companion's inclination. To force us back to the trail seemed inappropriate. But how was your own work? Have you anything to share? Head Starter Library was around the runic, but in turn the people receive all they need. The runic are treasured members of the community, as important as family. Indeed, the runic provide for the Hetsarro, and in turn, the Hetsarro are good to the runic, just as family should be. Mine is not the only way, though at times I lack the experience to know otherwise. My inability to conceive of how a decision might be right does not mean that it is wrong. My parents had a duty to the runic, as they did to me, and so I wonder if their leaving me behind was not so selfish an act as I once believed. I have no way to know, of course, and regardless, this has been no bearing on our present concerns. We are here in service of the people of Tro, after all. Maybe you were on another runic and the runic split, and you know, they had to let you go with the runic. Nevertheless, I thank you for helping me find a deeper meaning in what we've done today, and I will endeavor to remain curious, especially where the Hetso are concerned. I'm glad to hear that, Valkwana. You are welcome among our herd anytime. The gold, always the gold. Juana, how did it go? I believe I finally understand the significance of the Hetzo. They nourish the Hetzara as they grow, and provide warmth and companionship in a harsh and unpredictable world. They are the equal of any man, not a beast to be tamed. Moreover, the Ronick are sensitive, though we may yet... That's not what it says. Though we may treat their injuries or brush their coats to keep them hale, they must ever be free to follow their instincts and seek land where they might thrive. The Hetzara would never cage them, and neither should we. To control their migratory patterns or capture those who wander too close to the tracks is out of the question. Then it is particularly important to advance our original line of inquiry. Fortunately, we were able to visit the Ronick once favorite grazing ground. As we were told, the grass looks fine, but the place is too quiet. It's not just the Ronick, even the birds and field mice have fled. We did encounter one pack of Ceratoraptors, but they looked to be passing through in a hurry. Typically, that sort of behavior in the fauna would be associated with natural disasters, earthquake, landslides, and the like. Though the Hetzara would have surely put 2 and 2 together were the cause geological. I measured the Aries ether to be certain. There was indeed nothing to suggest recent environmental disruption, but I did notice one anomaly. Which is a strong etheric signature to the east, moving across the plain, albeit slowly. Right? Shouldn't we go investigate that? What do you think, Juana? Given where we are, I believe we are dealing with a powerful beast, a predator perhaps, given the local fauna's behavior. One of the raptors we saw looked like it had a bite taken out of its tail by something with very large fangs. It couldn't be a Turuhetso. Turuhetso? Ronick River, in the common tongue. Our people have several names for such creatures. Fangs that steal Hetsu in the night is another evocative one. Ronick can fend off many predators with their horns, but not the Kuruhetsu. Their scales are tough as adamant, and neither horn nor arrow can pierce them. A well-toothed carnivore with an unusual tough hide. I do not recall any such fauna in the region. They usually roam the wilds in the northeast, and most herds keep well clear of them. I can't tell you why this one is so far from home, and its pack both. In any case, I believe the source of the Ronick's consternation is clear. As is our next move, we must drive this river away, that they might return to their grazing lands in peace. Sure, easy enough. Never fear, we will make certain that the beast threatens you no more. Alright. Welcome to last quest. Oh, see, it's gonna be a solo duty, I told you. I knew this was coming. Which, like I said, I enjoy them. The Ronick River is a clear threat to the local population. We cannot allow it to roam unchecked. But it won't do for us to go off in search of it without having made proper preparations. And if others returning from across the plain have spotted it, they may be able to inform us of its recent behavior and where it might be found. Your progress will be saved, and you're defeated, you will be blah blah. Please note, we will request a lot from the game. Yes, it's a solo duty. I know how solo duties work. You don't have to give me the whole explanation game. We've been through this 1,000 times. Oh, there comes someone.
Help!
Yeah? What do you need help with?
Hetsu is coming this way!
Kuruhetsu, okay, that's how you say it then. Let's see how big the beast is.
Across the plains in a panic, and our Ronek are practically paralyzed with fear. We must get them to safety.
That's not how you say what you spelled right there. There's no way that's Ronek.
We can assist by helping to calm the creatures. Once they're less agitated, it should be possible to hurt them.
Yeah, I think
after they're out of harm's way, we'll deal with the Ronek Reaver.
Now she's in Ronek. You see?
I suggest you remain here to attend to the Ronek when they arrive.
Oh my god.
They'll be safe with me. Please, be careful out there.
Ronek.
Make haste. We must protect the Ronek.
Ronek, it has 2 R's.
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
Yeah, we're good, start. Well, I guess we have to follow the group, right? So there's a couple over there.
There they are.
They're terrified. We must do what we can to soothe them.
You'll be fine, big beast. I'll deal with the whatever it's called myself.
That herd should be all right. Let's look for stragglers. The Ronek are to rally too. None shall be left behind.
There's a couple more over here. Oh, are those the beasts back there?
There must be something up ahead. Come.
I'll deal with them, don't worry.
There.
But that's not... I was gonna say, that's not the beast they were talking about, presumably. Juana? Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Is this the... Nope. That's an alpha alligator, not the beast they were talking about. Let's see if we can flare star it. Maybe it's worth flare starring one of the... Oh no, that's a normal flare. The normal alligators. Okay, Joanna got him. Oh, we can probably triple cast. There, it's done for.
It seems that did the trick.
Yeah, we're still missing the big bad. I had to guess.
For the fodder at least. Where's...
Okay. Here it comes if I have to guess. Let's see what kind of beast it is. Oh, it's a fucking dinosaur.
Look there! We've got a big one coming!
Impenetrable scales and wicked fangs.
Yeah, that's it.
That's a Rona Griever, and no mistake.
Can we get a mount of it though? So it's fucking huge.
There! That one there! Not so fast!
I was gonna say, I don't think you're gonna stop it like that.
Even should it cost me my life. I will save the head soul!
Also, where are we during this counter? Didn't we be helping out?
Kona! Are you alright?
Do not concern yourself with me. Get the Ronek to safety!
There. You've nothing to fear.
Right! Let's finish the job!
I really hope
made a
that beast.
vow to our people. You shall plague them no longer!
I really hope that beast gets turned into a mount someday.
You'll find the vow of reason is not without resolve.
Also, what a good start. We got to Xenoglossi like 4 times. That did 0.2%. Nice. Exactly, not even a scratch like Guglamat said.
Some time to think, will you? You must have a weakness, and I will find it. Keep it busy. I need time.
Sure. I'll clear store it again, as long as it doesn't move too much.
Go for the legs!
The legs, okay. Nice. Wanna get out of the way? Forgot we had to hit your legs. There, we got the leg.
Now we just have to keep it pinned. Thinking corner.
Yeah, Juana, you kind of have to speed up that brain. Rather just do something about it. Is it even worth all the damage we're doing? Yeah, you got it? What is it then?
Place piercing round to the chest and
okay, shoot him. He doesn't seem so done for. Okay. Okay, we can do a lot more damage. Nice. Look at the difference in damage. Now we're doing like 50k. Oh, it's down to 50% HP anyway. There's also, you see the circle below him? There's also no opening to where he has like a weak point or anything. So he is one top armored beast for sure. Might as well thunder him while we are at it.
we must disperse that ether ere the Reaver recovers it.
Yeah, what do you want me to do about it? Oh. Hit it? Yes. This one right here. Nice. Okay, so we got the damage shock instead of him. wanna get that one. Nice. And we didn't even die once. It wasn't that hard. It wasn't hard at all.
We did it.
Mm-hmm.
The Etso, are they?
Probably fine, yes.
The Ronek have all made it to Mehwa Hetsuan. Hunters are scouring the area for any remaining threats. But the local fauna appear to have calmed down.
We cannot thank you enough for your timely aid.
You don't have to.
You, most of all, Bow of Reason. We feared you would be loath to take direct action, yet you didn't hesitate to put your life on the line for our Hetso.
His broken glasses.
I did no more than is a Dawn servant's duty. The ethereal conductivity of those scales is astounding. I dare say we could repurpose them to create a device that emits controlled pulses of ether.
Mm-hmm.
Ether resembling that of the predator the Ronek fear most. It might work. If we struck the right balance, we would have the means to deter the Ronek from approaching the railroad without causing them undue distress.
Alright, I see your idea.
Incredible! Kona, you've done it again.
I must say, I was hoping I'd never have to see one of these again. Still haven't forgotten the last one. And it's been more than 20 years now.
I can imagine.
I had come as a trader to the camp in Lozenihetta. A camp that was obliterated in an instant by that monster.
Lozenihetta. That's where the Pelu trader found me as a babe.
See? So they didn't abandon you.
Please, can you tell me what you saw?
As I said, I had traveled there to trade with our fellow Hetzaro.
Mm-hmm.
Like us, they followed the Ronek. And like us, they were visited by a reaver. The fiend struck like a whirlwind in the night. It was chaos. I grabbed some token belongings and bolted in a panic, thinking only of getting as far away as possible. But even in my panicked state, I could not help but notice the young couple racing the other way, toward the fell creature. "We're distracted," I heard one cry. "Save our son! Save the Hetzo!" After that,
you could have told the story before.
Of my heart and feet and Ronek thunder. I ran and ran. And as the sun broke the horizon, I found myself separated from both man and beast. Windborne words say that a group of survivors reunited with their remaining Ronek and have long since moved on.
So is it possible his parents were still
more
alive?
were never seen again, including the brave couple. Or so the story goes.
What do you mean, so the story goes? Weren't you there?
And what became of their child?
I'm afraid I don't know. But if he wasn't with the survivors, even if he lived through that night, the wilderness wouldn't have been kind to a little one out on his lonesome.
Maybe not. But perhaps a passing Pelu would. And one day, even a Dawn servant himself.
Really? It took them that long to put one and one together?
All these years, I was convinced that my parents had left me behind to follow after the Ronek. But now I see, they didn't abandon me. They were trying to keep me safe.
Mm-hmm.
I've wasted so much time resenting them, when in truth, they gave me everything I have today. It is thanks to them that I live to know the warmth of family, even after they were gone. And now that I am Dawn's servant, all of Tuliyola is my family. A family I will always protect, as my parents protected me.
To know that the heads are safe is more than enough, yet would it be wrong to hope that in protecting them we also avenge my parents? It is the least I owe to them after all this time. Alas, I thank you for standing by me, as Dawn's servant and as the often perfect man beneath that mantle. Now let us return our attention to the matter we came here to address, shall we? We have removed the root cause of the runic strain from their favored grazing, and obtained the tools to devise an additional precautionary measure, a silent whistle, as it were. Yeah, sure. This whistle must be capable of emitting pulses of either strong enough that they will shy away from the tracks on instinct, yet not so strong as to drive them into a panic. If we can achieve this, it will be a far sight better than a traditional whistle, more effective and less stressful for the creatures themselves. Alright, seems good. Give me 1 second. Let us return to Chaloni Station and begin work on it then. Waulika and his crew will doubtless be relieved to finally have a solution. Let's just teleport. So why not teleport always? Okay, they're all the way over here by the railroad. You look pleased about something. Good news for the railroad, I take it? Yep, pretty much. So the Runic were avoiding a predator. Smart ones they are. And Val Koana's not too bad himself, what with his whistle idea. Sit tight, we'll have this train on the tracks before you know it. Sit tight, yes. Yep, hopefully we are. Hopefully this one's not loaded with bombs as the other one.
Whoa! She looks as good as new.
Mm-hmm.
If I had time to do a proper job, could have really made her shine. Had to cobble together the exterior with spare parts. We refurbished the interior, though. Not that you can appreciate it from out here. But as far as the Ronek are concerned, we've spared no effort.
Good, so the beasts are safe.
From the ballast to the ties, we've adjusted every bit of the track so she'll run quiet as a field mouse.
You and your crew have worked wonders. Our nation is in your debt.
Come now. If anything, credit's due to Tuliolal. It's thanks to the folk you recruited from every corner of the continent that we were able to get her up and running so quickly. Besides, the ethereal whistle's the true marvel. And we wouldn't have that without the scales you brought us.
True.
However grateful you are, know that we're even more thankful.
Right. If we're done talking, let's put this train through our paces.
There's a Ronek up ahead.
Now, to test our whistle.
Oh, I thought they were like along the tracks. I was gonna say, like, why is he in the
Just
center?
point it in the general direction and...
Why don't you just put it along the tracks of the railroad?
It's moving away.
I think that would have been easier. Well, maybe we don't have enough crystals for that.
Meanwhile, our friends over there appear wholly unperturbed.
This, we can alert those who wander too close without disturbing the rest of the herd.
Mm-hmm.
A roaring success! In a quiet way, like.
Sure.
Permission, vow of reason. The Shaktaral Railroad is back in service.
Nice. For a while there, we were really worried that we'd never get the railroad running again. But now that the test drive was such a success, we can breathe easy and start hauling people to and from the dome. First, Shaloni, and then the continent. Watch out, Saktural, here we come. I share the sentiment, but we've got a mountain of work ahead of us to ensure smooth operation. Time to get back to it. Alright, seems like one more quest. The efforts of all here today have not gone unnoticed. Once more, I thank you. As for our work, I trust you can handle matters in Alexandria, Lamati. Back to Alexandria? Yep, back to Alexandria. Well, it's possible that Shale's made some headway by now. And regardless, we should spread word that the railroad's been restored to service. Shale, what do you have her working on? It's a long story, man. Lulja's mother. I feel the same way in his shoes. Have felt the same. Some questions are painful to leave unanswered. No cause to look at me like that. The Kasiwa we met may have only been a simulacrum, but her memory was real. Oh, he has a little of the Kasiwa robot. He has a little one in his bag. I needn't search for what he left behind, because she left it with me, and I will carry it always. Speaking of things you're carrying, yeah, see? Is that a teeny tiny Kasiwa? What? No. It's merely a token from Alexandria. Our friends in Oblivion would not take no for an answer, and I thought it as a good souvenir as any. Sure. Whatever you say. For what it's worth, I think it's a nice way to bring her with you on your travels. Yes, well, you're up to the dome now, aren't you? Thought I might join you for a time, see if there's aught I can do for the people there. Much change though it is, I still consider it my home. Of course, we can give you the full story on the way. Are you gonna teleport me? Seems like they are. Nope, I gotta teleport myself. God damn it. You could have just teleported me, game. Yeah, this will be the final quest. You can tell by the name, Crossroads. Also, this area is empty. Where did all the people go? You head into the back rooms? Yes. Let's see, what have they found? A simple yet elegant solution, and thus is the railroad back in operation. Meanwhile, Shell has nearly finished processing the data. She will be able to share her findings with us imminently. Oh, look who's here. I'm interrupting something, I gather. Why, Jiftola, what brings you here? Seen enough of the gate in the Sky Deep Cenote for now, so I'm shifting my investigation to live in memory. While there, I thought I would do well to have the company of an expert on Electro. I like to take a closer look at the place myself. I can join you once we finish here. Lest you fear I've forgotten, once I've made headway with living memory, the key in your keeping shall be the next subject of my scrutiny. Sure thing, Jistola. Who am I to say no to you? He'll get angry and Spire for us and take the key anyway. Right, so what did they find?
There was a mountain of data to sift through, much of it tantalizing, I admit. But it will take time to fully decrypt everything that piques my interest, so to answer our immediate question, I've been concentrating my efforts on the audio saved by Teishul Jah herself.
Teishul Jah. Not Teishul Jah.
While I've not listened to it yet, I have a selection ready for playback. Would you like to hear it now?
No, go ahead.
Yes, please.
All right. Several audio files will now play in sequence.
Is this a meta way of saying like there's a big cutscene coming up?
My name is Teishul Jah, and I decided to record this to help me put my thoughts in order, I suppose. Mother? Officially I was a chirurgeon with the Lance Guard. I was part of a contingent dispatched to Yasulani to hunt a Tural Vidral that was wreaking havoc. After our mission was complete, I elected to remain. It was the perfect opportunity to document the geographic distribution of medicinal herbs in this region. Or so I said when requesting special dispensation. In truth, I could not bear to return to Turyolal. I had hoped to aid Commander Zoralja in the right of succession, but he did not so much as look my way. I was never in contention, of course, one of the nameless many in his army. To go back and face that reality was too much for me, so I ran. And in my cowardice, I stumbled upon this path. A path that changed my life.
Alright.
When the dome appeared, I found myself trapped within, and reunited with my commander. How am I to speak of Commander Zoralja?
You gonna fangirl?
I admired him. His incontestable strength, his unwavering focus. He was a man of great passions. I watched him, captivated by his intensity. From afar, I would not dare approach. And in watching, I came to know him. His eyes too sought the distance, but not as mine did. He yearned not for another, but something else.
God.
Beyond the horizon.
Yes, we know what he yearned for. The whole world.
That never fall upon me. I knew. The experiment will soon proceed to its next phase, and when it does, as he promised, I will have my heart's desire.
Okay. We know what it is.
Today.
Today?
It should have been today. The beginning. What I have dreamed of for so long. I hold a future in my arms. If you could see him, embrace him. Surely that would be enough.
Yeah, you watched Raja all that time and you couldn't figure that one out? That he wouldn't care?
So full of hope I was. A foolish hope.
Its scales are blue.
He's your son.
My... No, I can't.
What the fuck is wrong with this dude?
I don't know how. How could I? How? To raise a child, be a father. I don't. I can't.
Dude has father PTSD.
No. Get it away from me. Get that thing away from me.
It's all right, little one. Papa was just surprised. That's all.
Also, how did she make Gululja? Because if he didn't know, then she... Alright, I don't know.
He'll come around. We'll be a happy family.
Yeah, about that. We know how that one ends.
Kaniluka is shouting for me. The research hasn't been going well. But I can't let him take it out on my baby. Hush now, little one. I know just where I do.
That's all of them.
Mm-hmm.
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
So that's where she hid him.
We know some manner of accident happened at the facility after this was recorded. Perhaps your mother couldn't come back for you. Hey, Gululja.
I'm fine, Lamarchi.
You're not.
Father and mother, they were both so lonely.
Well, that's okay.
If we could have been together, maybe they wouldn't have been. But sometimes things don't work out, no matter how hard you try. I can't tell if I'm happier now. But it's better to know, I think. Thank you, everyone.
We'll keep searching. I'm sure she's still somewhere, right? It's better to know. Profound response for one so young. Though I wish he didn't have to be. Gululja is indeed wise beyond his years. Yet one never outgrows the need for dependable companions. It's fortunate that he has you. Thank you, Cheo. Because of you, I got to hear my mother's whole story. You heard it because you were brave enough to listen, Gululja. If you remember one thing, remember that. Now then, having shared what I can at present, I am ready to head to living memory when you are. I am planning to be thorough, so we will need to stop for supplies on the way. That said, I promise we won't remain over long. I know we all have much and more to attend to. For now, farewell. A word before you leave. Sergio. Our network's already spreading word of the railroad. We expected people would be clamoring to get on the first train back. Yet, the reaction's been the polar opposite. Can few seem inclined to depart Alexandria anytime soon. What? When we spoke before, you said many from Tuliyola were eager to reunite with friends and family. Maybe they're concerned about getting through Vanguard? So, we could take turns accompanying them. In any case, we need to speak with the people ourselves. Let's start at lay note 9. Do we need to speak with the people ourselves? Speak with Wuklamata. Wait. Yeah. I wasn't sure if it was right on the center or near one of the other crystals. He is all the way over there, really? There may still be people gathering in Praxis Park. Let's try there first. Alright. Yep, there's still people here.
People look uneasy. Did something happen?
Have you heard? Someone was killed in the Thunder Yards.
Well, that was quick.
The Thunder Yards was one of the hunters slain by a beast.
It was a hunter, all right, and a veteran at that. But it was no fiend that did him in. Only a random bolt of lightning.
Oh. It happens, people. What do you mean? Expected it more than expected in a place called the Thunder Yards.
Such a senseless way to die. They say that he expended his last soul cells during Zaraljar's attack on the city.
For an upright, hard-working man to meet such an unceremonious end, it feels wrong.
I mean, yeah, I agree with you on that, but such is the way.
But we'll be fine, won't we? Even if the system no longer erases our memory of the departed, the regulators continue to function. I shan't go before my time. Growing old and passing peacefully with the help of the ushers is only natural.
Well, you may think so, but how are we to know? We have no memory of those who have gone. More may have met violent deaths than passed from old age, and we would be blissfully unaware. It could happen to you, or me, to any of us.
Then what are we to do? Spend every waking moment thinking only of how we might die?
No, you do the opposite. You don't think about that. You just keep living your life.
With time, I had hoped that they'd be able to adjust to their new situation. But it's only gotten worse.
Yeah, I don't think they've had enough time anyway, Wuklaman.
Look! It's Queen Sphene!
Is that like an animatronic or something?
What?
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know what to do.
I see that you are as kind-hearted as ever, Nico. Never fear. I'm here to set things aright.
Yeah, this is the moment where we like push in and go like, what the fuck is going on?
I don't understand. Sphene is gone. Forever.
Yeah, but let me guess, that guy has something to do with it. The guy that was her retainer before, or whatever he was. Exactly, he.
You there, Gusson. You were the Queen's aide, weren't you? What's the meaning of this?
Begging your pardon, Vow of Resolve. But Her Majesty Queen Sphene is paying visit to her people, as is her wont.
You're gonna act like nothing happened?
What are you talking about? Sphene is dead. You officiated the funeral yourself. We all placed flowers to mourn her passing.
A funeral? For Her Majesty?
Let me guess, someone reactivated the thing.
What a curious jest. You know full well that ceremony was to commemorate those lives lost during the attack of Alexandria. Her Majesty walks among her people that she might support them in this most trying of times. Surely that is not cause for consternation.
Mm-hmm. Someone reactivated the thing. It's wiping their memories or whatever. Or rewriting their memories.
Won't you free us from these terrible memories of the departed? This is no way to live. Not for us, nor our children.
I wish that I could. Truly I do. But with living memories shut down, even I cannot restore the system that once afforded us that comfort. You needn't fret, however. I have prepared an alternate solution.
Mm-hmm.
All of us shall be made endless.
Not good.
I have created a new system that allows you to transplant your memories directly into an ethereal vessel. One not reliant upon soul cells. This way, you need never again fear death. You may live as you please, and for as long as you like. Our stores of ether are, at present, not sufficient to provide this boon to everyone. But some of you received neo-regulators for the funeral ceremony, did you not? And there are still more we have yet to distribute. 5,000 in all.
Mm-hmm.
One day soon, those with neo-regulators will be called to join the Endless, and thence be free of suffering forevermore.
But only 5,000 of us?
You Victral! The real Sphene would never be content to save only some of her people. Who are you?
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
No, you're not.
Let's return to the back room. I need to calm down. and then we'll talk.
Listen, I don't know who it is, but the most sensible solution would have been to just snatch the thing from her head and see if she turns into something else, or if she can answer questions without her memory being rewritten or whatever. Or if she doesn't turn into one of the cyborgs and stays as Fiend, you could be like, you see? This isn't Fiend. Can I, I was gonna say, can I walk over there? But no. Sorry. We only caught the proclamation from a distance, but I can tell you that the message about neo-regulators was received with utmost clarity. It couldn't have been seen. It should have been destroyed when the Meso terminal shut down. Without a single Alexandrian to bear witness, presented with an identical figure claiming to be their beloved queen, it is no surprise that they would choose to believe she's alive. What is troubling, however, is their denial that the funeral was held in her honor. It's as if their memory has been erased. Yep. We saw it happen in real time. Given that the members of Oblivion remain unaffected, that was likely the work of the regulators. But by whose design? Someone smart enough to play at being the Queen of Reason. And that, guys, even if some suspect deception, most of Alexandria will be on her side. We need to find out who she really is. While I agree wholeheartedly, we should avoid drawing more attention than we already have. We must be patient until Oblivion's network turns up a lead, or until her self-proclaimed queen makes her next move. Do we have to choose? Yeah. Salvage, whatever. Let's see, we should get one little cutscene. One more cutscene though. Right? Maybe? Maybe not? Yes, here we go. Meanwhile, in Live in Memory. Who is the person watching? And those are...
Where am I? My people, are they safe?
Is that Sphene? Seems like it.
Why am I?
Maybe that's like actual Sphene? Somehow? Huh. In fear of death, the people turned to Queen Reborn, their fates to learn. Learn what? What? Crossroads. Okay, so I was not expecting that. So there's a real Sphene and a fake Sphene. God damn it! Final Fantasy always does this. Such good setups for the post patches. Now we're gonna have to wait for 7.2. However, we can return to our cabin. I had 3 hours. I said 3 to 4 hours, didn't I? Exactly 3 hours. But damn it, as always, such good setup Such a good story. We'll have to wait for 7.2 to learn about what actually happens. And we learned a little bit about Gululja's mother. Just we don't know if she's alive or dead. No one has seen her in a while. But yeah, this is gonna be it for today. The whole patch 7.1. We'll continue Final Fantasy when 7.2 releases. Of course, I'll be playing offline, or not offline, off stream. Getting better gear and stuff. But yeah, this will be it for today. As always, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day or have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow for Ghost of Tsushima, which I've been wanting to play for a long time. Finally. Anyway, for now, I am out.